Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us today. This is the promo video for Pokemon Burnt Orange Beta version 1. The intro music was REM's Orange Crush. And for this video today, I am going to be joined by the lovely artist and spriter Baka.
Hello all. And
Shy.
yes, I'm sorry.
And Bubbly. So she'll be laughing a lot during this promo.
Most likely.
How much fun has this been for you? Because I'm having a blast.
I'm glad you have it. Actually, honestly, this has probably been one of the greatest experiences I've had in a long time. I mean, honestly, it's just been really fun. I've actually only sprayed very shortly prior to actually joining you on this project, and it's just been really rewarding.
So this was actually your first spreading project?
Yes.
Compare, because the first one you did was Pawtooth, right?
Yes.
How do you think that compares to the last one we did, which I don't remember what the last one we did was, but
The last one was Diabolic, if I remember correctly.
Okay. So how much do you think you've improved during that time?
I think actually I've improved a lot because there were several things that I was unaware of as far as spreading went, is like the color limits and the sizes, because if you notice Pawtooth spread for right now is rather large because I didn't understand the concept of it being smaller to, well, look smaller. I was really bad about that, as well as that my shading style has completely changed, I believe, because I've actually learned to shade lighting and shadows rather than just colors.
Yeah. We probably should have said this was spoilerish. The rest of this video is probably going to be pretty much spoilerish, so if you don't want to listen to them, the link is down there below in the comments. All above the comments, I guess.
Yeah, I believe so. It being the
info box.
Yeah, the info box thing. Description below. If you don't want to listen to us talking about spoilerish things, yeah.
Spoiler warning. We should have like a little flashing red. Anyway, is there anything non-spoilerish left you want to say before we get into the good meat of it?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, so then this is your last warning. If you don't want spoilers, leave now. Okay, favorite Pokemon so far that you have designed and made and all that fun stuff.
I'd have to say Aqualish. I know it's
I knew you'd pick that one.
I had to. I had this whole problem. I love I'm not even sure to pronounce it. I call him Talmouse, but I'm not sure if that's how people would pronounce. Yeah, Talmace or or Tailmouse, or there's a lot of ways to pronounce that. I just call it Talmouse. Talmaz. There it goes, Talmaz. That's why I want to pronounce it like. Talmaz was a close second, but my favorite would have to be Aqualish. That would be my obligatory water starter that I've chosen water starters for like every single version thus far, for every game I've ever played. And so I sound like a water nerd, but
yeah.
That's okay, I'm a fire nerd.
We're all a certain kind of type of nerd, I believe.
Definitely. Anti-grass.
Anti-grass. Sorry to any person who chooses the grass starters out there.
Oh, Charhop is the best one to take, which is also my favorite so far. Because it has flame body. I mean, how badass can you get? You're gonna win every starter battle. Now that Aqualish is not part rock. That was hell. That was hell. You can't win against that.
There's a spoiler right there. Aqualish originally was supposed to be planned to be a water rock.
Oh, well, I was gonna, once we get the actual entire thing done, I was gonna go through and rename all the Pokemon just random names, like crappy names, and release that as like a early beta testing spoilers thing. Yeah. Like Charhop is like Flog or something like that. Flame Frog, Flog.
I call him Frogger. That's how whenever I use him, that's why I call him Frogger. He looks like the frog that would run across the street. Havoc, pandemonium ensue.
Alright, what was your favorite Pokemon to design?
To design, that would be a more difficult thing.
Because I would have to say, I want to say we called it Placofish, the middle water starter.
Yeah, Placofish.
Placofish and Quirin, the Hedgehog final, both designs are fantastic. I love both designs.
Honestly, it's cool that you say that because those are the two designs that I was sitting there actually just torn between just a second ago thinking about it. Placofish would probably be my favorite, but Quiron also was unexpectedly really good. I just threw out a really bad sketch of him, but when I actually designed him, I was really proud of the results.
Kingamp, the Kangaroo, the Raichu replacement, a very Game Freakish style, actually. It does look like something Game Freak would put out. I think it's because of the shading. You used a different shading for that one because ROM was a weird shading too, and it just looks like something Game Freak would put out.
Oh yeah, actually, that's sort of the reason why, I guess, because I guess Rome was designed to Game Freak's shading, and so when I copied that shading, it sort of went off as the same way. I've actually wanted to. That's a question I could ask you though. Which shading would you prefer when it comes to the rest of the sprites?
I like your shading.
Well, thank you.
You've gotten it better. Like Kuk or Kuruk, the fat pigeon, the fat cuckoo. You kind of mixed them both because Game Freak's shading is solid.
Yeah.
It's just a solid band of color for the shading, but in like Kukruk you have the solid band, but you also have a little bit of the checkerboard, which you normally do. So it's like a nice little mixture between the two that you're getting kind of developing as we go along.
I've noticed that actually. Quiron was supposed to be the same way, but those quills. If you ever ask me which the hardest was most to design, it'd be those two because of their quills.
Oh yeah, because whatever we ended up naming the hedgehog, like
Quillhog.
Quillhog, yeah, that took you a while. What was your least favorite to design?
That would be Quillhog, actually.
Yeah, that's what I assumed.
It after I finally got the sketch done, it wasn't as difficult. But before that, just trying to design. Well, you saw my first attempt at it. It was just disgraceful. I felt bad. I felt bad doing that too. I'm like, ugh.
Do you have a favorite icon you did?
Icon.
I'm torn between Charhop because he's hopping, or Kukruk because he's just rolling on his ass, and it's adorable.
My favorite actually though was Pleco Chomp, only because of the fact that that actually looked like more like something you'd see Game Freak. I sort of like Game Freak's icons. I mean, they sort of move, but they don't at the same time. It's very subtle, very like I don't know. I don't know how to like explain it, but because the Pleco Chomp looked most like that, I sort of favored that one.
I do like Placo Fish's icon too because it looks like it's swimming. It's just nice.
I do enjoy that one too. I just don't enjoy. Actually, ironically, even though my favorite sprite, probably one of my favorite sprites, it's not my favorite sprite per se, but one of my favorite sprites being Placofish and Aqualish. Even though I love the sprite and the back sprite so much, I sort of, kind of don't really like the icon at all.
It's kind of bland.
Yeah, it's kind of. What's the word? What do they call it? Derpy? Herp derp, exactly. That's exactly what it seems like.
All right, your favorite the Pokemon you're most excited to work on next, or what design idea you're really excited to work on.
That's very spoilerific. I'll tell you that right now.
Nah, we don't care.
Let me see my favorite right now.
I'm really excited for the chess pieces, and I'm also really excited for the Spinosaurs.
The Spinosaurs would be another one of my favorites right there, but I'm trying to think. I'm like,
Because we have a lot of designs left to work on.
We do, and
there was like a dozen last time I counted. We just ran out of time in this one. Ran out of space.
Yeah. Unless we added those snakes, but nobody wants those snakes in there.
Yeah. Because we originally was. Wait, we had snakes?
Ekans and Arbok.
Oh yeah, Ekans and Arbok because there's a little gap in it.
Yeah.
We replaced all the Pokemon you would find up to the point where we stopped it, and the only hole in the Pokedex so far is Ekans and Arbok. Otherwise, all of them under where Sandslash was are now replaced. Do you want to kind of let them in on what the chess pieces and the Spinosaurs and stuff like that, like what they're actually about, or just let them know that that's this idea we're going off of and let them imagine themselves.
Since chess pieces just in general seems rather, well, general, we could let them in on a few things if you'd like. I don't mind either way. It'd be nice to let them know what to look forward to, maybe. Possibly. Not too much, but just a little bit.
The game really focuses on doing... Originally, it was all about making new types, and there's like 4 different unused types by Game Freak that you can find in the beta already. And once we got past that, I saw a comment on the Nuzlocke forums on some thread in Cybercrime Cafe, and they were asking why only stop at 3 evolutions. The chess pieces are actually going to surpass that. The chess pieces, and actually another part of the beta game, they do things that Game Freak's never done for some weird reason. It's just that's how it's done, and we're breaking past that. We're doing things the Game Freak's never done. There's a huge mechanic in the game that Game Freak's never done that is honestly my favorite thing about this hack so far. But Baka really hasn't had any experience with it. She wasn't the one that put him in.
No, I have not.
So you can't really say anything about it.
I know. I'm just gonna tune out right here.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm really excited for it because we're breaking new ground, and the Spinosaurus, they're interesting, but the chess pieces just shatter previous known conceived notions, and we can't even do them like I'd like to do either.
Yes, because originally we were going to plan on doing them with the gender split, with females evolving accordingly, males evolving accordingly as well, but 3rd generation.
Yep, can't do that. We got a new mechanic to replace it. It's not that bad. It splits a little bit better than a little bit better than just random stones or something, but it works. It does. I'm a little miffed we can't do time happiness in this game though. Unfortunately.
Because that would have been really cool, actually. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. While there is a real-time shading lighting, it doesn't do anything for the actual game mechanics.
It's more superficial, right?
Yeah, it just changes the tiles and stuff.
That's really nice, though.
Mm-hmm. Any other Pokemon you're excited for? Just amped up?
Oh yeah, that reminds me. I never actually answered that question. Huh?
Mm-hmm. It's been me talking for 2 minutes.
Yeah. Well, as far as the evolutions go and all the things that we have to work on, I'm actually excited for the contribution we got from Smogan, sort of the Hydro Dam Beaver.
Oh yeah, Bevolt.
Yes, Bevolt.
That would be a fun one.
And even on my Nuzlocke forum thing, I enjoy that typing, and I really look forward to working with it too. So.
Yeah, water electric.
Mhm.
Excited that you don't have to actually draw the design.
Yes and no. Yes, because I probably couldn't have done better, and no, because I do enjoy my sketching more than a lot of things, actually. Sketching and spreading have been really 2 big things I've been really good on. I believe. I think so. Oh, no. No, I kid.
For those that don't know, Smogan is a Pokemon website, a Pokemon forums, that mostly deals in competitive, but there's this little subsection called Create a Pokemon, and there's a member on there called Doug Just Doug. He's I think he's one of the admins for the entire forum, and for one project he submitted a fantastic artwork that didn't win, so I really liked it. So I asked him if we could use it, and he said fine. He just wants to see the sprites when we're done with them, just to make sure everything works, and so he graciously let us use the design. Fantastic design. I'll probably actually put it up on here with a link to his webpage in the comments, because YouTube doesn't let you link to web pages.
It doesn't?
Nope, only to other videos.
My perception of reality has been shattered.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything other favorites you'd like to talk about, or anything else? How about this? Do you think we should release another beta after this?
I believe that would be best, because it could be a while yet before we actually complete the game. So another beta after this, after they understand the basic mechanics and...
Oh, they don't know anything about what to look forward to at this point. I hate to be mean about it, but you guys, this beta doesn't really get into the best part of this game, in my opinion.
Oh right, yeah. Your awesome mechanic thing, yeah.
Yeah, one of the better mechanics. They do get to test out one of the cooler mechanics, in my opinion. The little guy sitting in the Pokemon centers. I'll let them figure that out. Yeah, they were one of the nicer ones.
Well, that's a question for me. Was that easy to script in, or how'd you?
No, that was a pain in the ass. This game is based on a man by Hackmew. His screen name's Hackmew.
Mm-hmm.
He took the Fire Red engine and completely overhauled it, hacked into it, added a bunch of different things, and one of them is a spoiler, IV checker. So it lets you go in and pull out the information of the Pokemon, like the happiness and the IVs, the individual values, their genes basically. And that's what these little guys do. Except for the first one, they all say something differently comparatively on what your Pokemon's IV is. So you get a general idea. And there's one that does happiness, kind of boring.
Oh yeah, at the evolution, yeah.
Yeah. So it's not really that big of a. It was hard to do to get it all working correctly because, as you tested out, there was a huge problem with the text boxes. What it does is it breaks down your Pokemon's information and gets it and sends it back to the program, and it goes through different checks. Like if it's over 30, it says something weird. If it's over 25, blah blah. If it's 0, it says something hilarious. And it was a huge problem actually because it decodes the Pokemon and you have to re-encode it. And if you didn't do that correctly, it turned it into like an egg or it cloned it, which was hilarious to me. I had like 2 Charmanders, so it was awesome.
That would be awesome, but I'd get the egg and it would never hatch. It'd be a bad egg.
Yeah, it would be bad. It would actually completely screwed up your game.
That would have been my luck. Luckily, all it did was just yell at me.
Yeah, you had text error. It was hilarious. Any other mechanics? Not many other mechanics I can think of. I mean, there's the difficulty slider.
There's also that one idea that you had. I'm not sure if you're going through with it, but that shiny thing.
Oh, the shiny. Oh, yes. There is a new part of the game I can use to force shiny Pokemon. It's a special that it forces a shiny Pokemon and then it deletes itself, so you only find one. Fantastic. Not sure if I'm going to use it. I probably will. I'll probably be an asshole about it. You'll probably find it in the Safari Zone, so you have like a really hard time getting one. But I don't know if I'm going to use that. The difficulty slider was from the same hacked engine. Very nice program. Very useful. Definitely gonna make the game hard.
Anything else you're excited for?
I'm excited in general to see how this goes and see what kind of. I know we're see what kind. I just like completely blew up the sentiments, but to see what kind of Pokemon we come up with next and we have several concepts going on right now, but I'm sure as time goes on we'll probably have some more interesting ways to see if we can't break Game Freak's their unspoken laws. So I'm actually excited to see what else we come up with.
Oh, we've already broken one in the beta that I think is very interesting. I think people will like. And it involves Brock. That's all I'm going to say.
Ha ha. Well, I can't wait. Ha 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 ha.
It's not really. I don't think it's even a rule. I just think they never did it. Because I don't think they went out of their way to not do it.
Yeah, it's just more of just the way Pokemon's always been, sort of.
Mhm. I am going back to the next Pokemon you're excited for. I am excited about this pseudo legendary we were talking about. I'm excited for the legendaries we were talking about.
I'm excited for the legendaries we were talking about too. Now that I think about it, yes. My tone even quickened. Yes.
Because we do have an idea, an overarching theme for them, don't we?
Oh, we have them for. Wasn't it Roman mythology?
Yeah, Greco-Roman, yeah. And it finally gives me something to actually do while we're working on it, because I can actually, in the mansion, the Cinnabar mansion, there's those little books you can find.
Yeah, with the ones that talk about Mew and Mewtwo and all that jazz.
I can edit those now, which makes me happy. It gives me something to do.
I better find some useful things in there about them. Useful.
Yeah, you do. And I'm gonna be an ass and make it all Greek or Roman. Sorry, Latin. So it looks like normal text, but it's not.
But we're like, what's it? What's this?
It's all Greek to me. It is Greek. Oh. We should probably end the joke. Yeah, we probably should end the joke.
So if you're actually still listening to this, thank you for watching it all the way through. The link to the patch is down in the comments.
Mm-hmm.
Would Baka like to say anything on our way out?
I wish I could say yes, but why? Por qué?
So her art thread is going to be in the comments too. Go give her. She's actually a fantastic artist. You should probably request something if you are hoping for something. She's actually kind of backed up on that right now.
Oh, don't worry. I'm actually. Oh yeah, spoiler for me. Yay! I'm actually working on I believe Kings now. I'm still working on Bree Nuzlocking, but that should be done soon. I'm working on King, so I should be able to get those 2 out of the way, and so that's 2 out of the way and 2 more slots open. So feel free.
Should we link to your Nuzlocke? Because I'm not currently doing one. Should we link to your comic Nuzlocke?
I'd say yes, but I'm probably not going to get to that for a little bit, just for the sake of, being lazy.
Well, it'll be in there anyway.
Aw, well, thank you.
Yep. So, again, thank you guys for watching, and please enjoy the beta. Please enjoy the beta.
Or don't enjoy it.
Any comments you guys have,
yes.
Please feel free.
We'd love to hear it.
PM us, post on the forums, comment on this actual video, PM me on YouTube, anything.
Anything.
Mail it to me. Anything.
Well, actually, no, it'd probably be better if you just did it on, the video or, the Nuzlocke forums, because it'd probably be easier to see.
If this is the last 10 minutes you have on the internet ever, go ahead and email it, or mail me it. I will get it.
Yeah.
And, $5 while you're at it, just to be nice.
Yeah.
Good night, folks.
Good night.